Welcome to your weekly tarot reading check-in for October 27th to November 2nd. Whether you are new or are a longtime subscriber, thank you so much for joining the Dog Star Pack. There are readings for each zodiac sign based on the element of your sign, and each reading is timestamped below for your convenience. I'm Heather Ellis, and here on my channel I combine the traditional tarot meanings with intuitive insight. And whether you are here for the monthly and weekly forecasts or to learn more about tarot, my goal is to support you in living with more purpose and self-trust. If you want to learn tarot, check out my Tarot Talk series where I break down one card each week in a very simple bite-sized way. You'll find the link to the playlist in the description below. Finally, if you find value in today's video or you simply enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click on that notification bell. It really does let me know what kind of content you want to see more of. Now let's dive right into the cards and see what the week has in store for each zodiac sign. If you are one of my wonderful fire signs, so if you are an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, this reading here is for you. So I've pulled a bunch of cards and we're going to turn them over shortly. These two here are going to represent you in the exact moment, what it is that you're working on, what area of life it is. These are going to be your challenges, and this here represents, this is an angel therapy card as just something to help you deal with these challenges and issues that you're experiencing. These cards here are going to be your strengths, where you need to put your focus into, and then we have the final outcome cards, and I've pulled clarifiers for each one. And then we have some other oracle cards here. We have a charm and animal speak rune. So let's get started, my wonderful fire signs. Okay, so we start off with the Two of Wands. And it is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. So what this is saying is that during this week, the big focus for you, the emphasis, or the area of emphasis here is on you making a decision with that Two of Wands. What direction you want to go in. What you have a decision that's going to be put in front of you, and you're going to have to make a decision or choice into what direction you want to go in. The area of life that it revolves around is your work or money, so career and finances. So whether or not it's money matters, and money matters can even include your house and home in the sense of your possessions as your personal physical belongings that make you money and investments that way. So it does look like you're working hard, you're looking to improve your finances or financial situation in some kind of way, and you have a decision to make about that this week. So let's see what the blocks are going to be. So you have the Knight of Swords. So as a block, this means that you are overthinking. Okay, you are overthinking it, and trying not to overthink it, because I see that as one is making you freeze. You're unable to make a decision on how to move forward because you are overanalyzing every single little detail. Sometimes we just need to let go and trust the universe and know that it has our back. Because yes, with the Eight of Swords here, as a clarifier, this is basically saying that you are frozen, stuck, you are restricted and bound, and it's because of your mental thoughts that are going on. Let's see what we have as an angel therapy card. Okay, so a recommendation for you from the divine, from the angels is the God box. So what this indicates is that if you write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called your God box, as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. So if you write all your worries, all your concerns, all the things that you're mentally obsessing about onto a piece of paper, tuck it away, and just let the divine, let the universe take care of that. That is one way to help alleviate that stress and that over compulsive, obsessive kind of thinking patterns that are going on for you. And now your strengths here and how you can move forward with this, the advice. You have the Knight of Wands, so trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, trusting your passions, your excitements. If it lights you up, you know that's the direction to go in. Trust your gut instinct in how to move forward and in this choice or decision that you are making this week. And also with the Lovers here, this does tell me that you will be making a decision. So do know that. But the other thing with it is that it's going going to involve or impact other people. So as you make the decision, and maybe this is one of the reasons why you're overthinking it and worrying so much is because you know your decision, your choices are going to impact others. So you are taking into consideration the feelings, the outcomes for other people, and how you're taking care of them and how you're helping them. So usually people that are close to us are family members. You have them on your mind, right? You want to make sure that they're provided for, that they're cared for, and that's really your focus this week with that. Okay, so your final outcome cards, let's see what we have. We have judgment. So I have no complete faith that whatever decision that you're going to be making is going to completely align with your purpose. At the end of the week, you will figure that out with that. It's almost like a reset for you. It allows you to make a decision, have that clarity by trusting your gut. You're going to get that intuition, that insight, that download to give you that clarity to make a decision. But it's going to be something that you're going to really feel like it's aligned with not only who you are, but where you want to go in the future. And your final and another clarifier here, we have the Six of Cups. So it is something that this is the card of nostalgia, people from our past, family, people that are around us. And so this is really, it's almost like going back to your roots with whatever decision that you're making. So some of this could even be something that you've done or even a career path or something that you were thinking about a long time ago or that you were involved in a long time ago. And you're kind of like reconnecting with that and even re-tapping into old skills and talents that you used to have. So that can play out different ways because this is a general reading for many people. But yeah, it is very positive. This is a very good week for you. A very good week for tuning in and listening to that intuition. So now we're going to go into the oracle cards and we'll start there. Okay, so we're going to go with this one here, and this is the Bee Spirit and prosperity. So this is a week of prosperity for you. That anything that you're focusing on, the decisions that you're making. First of all, they have the intent of how can I make my life more prosperous. Yes, that is in the financial realm, but it's in all realms more prosperous in terms of health, in terms of happiness, and like abundance, wellness, like everything, emotional happiness and satisfaction as well. This one here is an angel number card, and we have 2112, which is a new beginning. So this represents hope, new beginning, a fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, a spiritual awakening. Many different keywords for this one. But essentially this is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what it is that you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. So this week is really about making that decision and getting off your butt and doing something. Now our charm that we have the heart with the wings. And this says follow your heart. And I have complete faith that you will be doing that, especially with judgment as your final outcome card, and the Six of Cups there. And finally, I'll turn that around. And your animal speak rune, you have hunting, which is pursue those goals with passion this week. Have fun doing it. Be inspired. Allow yourself to be inspired this week. So that is the reading that I have for my fire signs. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification bell, and I will see you next week. Take care. This reading is for my Earth friends. So if you are a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, then this reading here is for you. These cards here are going to represent your week, your overall energy. These are going to be challenges and if you are an earth sign, so a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this reading here is for you. These first cards here are going to represent the energy of your week. This is you. These are going to be challenges, strengths, and then this is the final outcome cards. I also have some oracle cards here, and I have an angel healing card here to help us with the challenges, and then finally an animal speak rune and a charm. So let's start. I did pull clarifiers for each of the cards. Okay, so the energy of the week, we have the Five of Swords, challenge and conflict here, and we have the Ace of Cups. Now, that Five of Swords does represent winning. It can be positive in that way, but it's coming at a cost usually. And what is that cost? We have an Ace of Cups. So this is going to be about our relationships, and that can be romantic relationships and romantic partnerships partnerships, so conflicts and challenges with our significant other, or this can even bleed into the workforce. So it could be with coworkers and colleagues, or even friends and friendships, or even other family members. But there is some kind of a conflict with our relationships, with people that we are connected to, that you're going to have to navigate this week. So it looks like it is going to be a little bit challenging right off the start. Let's see what our obstacles are. Okay, you have the Five of Wands. So really what's happening is it's scattered energy. Everyone's having different opinions. So again, whether it's with your romantic partner or this is coworkers and colleagues, it'll play out differently for each of you because it is a general reading. So be sure to check out your moon and rising signs as well if you know them. It does add another layer of clarity. But what's happening with this scattered energy, everyone having different ideas on a direction to take and what to do or something to do going forward, it's causing disruption in balance, in stability here, with it being clarified by that Page of Wands. But the one thing I do like about seeing this in the obstacles pile, the challenge pile, is with it being a Page of Wands. A page is a fresh energy, a brand new start beginning. It does look like there is an opportunity though to salvage this. This isn't something that's unsalvageable. It's you can have that opportunity to create that stability and balance, but it will take patience, and it will take practicality, and it will take some effort and hard work on your part. So I'm going to pull the Angel Therapy card. Let's see what advice the angels have, and they have the throat chakra. So this says that the angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. So if you have hurt feelings, or you just make sure that you are expressing and voicing your truth, voicing what your thoughts and your ideas and your emotions, but in a very constructive kind of way. No emotional outbursts. I mean, you are an earth sign. You're not typically prone to emotional outbursts, but the angels are here helping you to make sure that you're speaking your truth, speaking your ideas, speaking your thoughts and opinions and emotions in a constructive kind of way. And that's going to help you create that balance. And now we're going to go into the strengths. So let's see what you can work with, of course. So you have the King of Swords. So this is really approaching the situation with logic and reason rather than coming from a place of emotion, looking at the pros and cons, looking at trying to like work through it in a very rational way, and talking to other people in that kind of a fashion, so then they can kind of see your logic and reason and see where you're coming from, versus using words that sound like an emotional attack when you are communicating with other people's to work with this challenge, whatever it is that Five of Swords represents. And it is being clarified by the Magician. So you really have that power to really tap into that inner strength. You have all the tools, skills, resources, talents, abilities that you need to work through and solve this problem in a very productive kind of way, and to navigate through this. And it does look like whatever's going on and whatever the conflict is and whatever different directions everyone's being pulled in, if you go at the problem in the right kind of way with that Magician there, it does look like you can make people see your side and get them on board with what it is that you are putting out there. Okay, whether or not that is in your romantic life or a project or something that's going on at work. Now, our final outcome card, you do have the Hierophant, so you may also even have to seek the advice of someone else. So a close friend, if we're talking about a personal relationship, or if this is at work, then a trusted coworker or colleague, or even a boss or superior could even help here with this Hierophant. And it is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. It does look like by the end of the week, whatever issues are sitting there in the relationships are going to be balanced out with that Six of Pentacles. That is the card of reciprocity and balance. So I do like seeing that. Now let's turn to we're going to go with the Animal Speak rune and start. And we have the Deer. And the Deer is about exploring options, exploring exploring possibilities. So make sure that you are not just so stuck firmly in your own ideas and beliefs that you're not open to other possibilities. Make sure you're opening your mind, using that King of Swords energy, right, to allow yourself to explore and see alternatives and try and put yourself in other people's shoes and see their viewpoint too. And then we have our charm and we have it relax. So that's another thing too. Don't hold on to your beliefs so tightly. Let go, let relax a little bit and kind of not try and control the situation this month. Just kind of go with it and just know that it's going to resolve by the end of the week. And that's going to help you as well. And now we have, and be sure to comment below. I'd love to hear it, how this energy is resonating for you because it is a general reading, so it does resonate differently for everyone. And we have another, here's an oracle card, and you have the Crystal Cave. So trust, just again, trust that things are going to work out. Don't try and force too much this week. And our angel number here, you have 808, which is the ancestors. Some keywords with this one are balance, power struggle, force, hope, violence, ancestors, low vibrations, and warning. So it says pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. So that is something to keep in mind for this week as well. So I hope you enjoyed this reading and you got some value from it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification below, and I will see you next week, Earth signs. If you are one of my lovely air signs, so if you are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, this reading here is for you. So these top cards here represent your overall energy for the week. These are your challenges over here with an angel therapy card for extra advice on how to overcome those challenges. And then we have your strengths over here and the final outcome cards. I also have some oracle cards, an animal speak rune, and a charm. So let's begin. So our energy for the week. Okay, so you have the 10 of Swords. Not a fun energy for this week. This is, I mean, you see 10 swords in the person's back. They're face down in the mud. They're dead, right? It's a very challenging, difficult energy. But the one thing about it that I do like seeing is 10s represent the ending of an energy cycle. So this is saying that things have been difficult and challenging, and whatever it is that's been going on in your life that you have been experiencing difficulty and challenge in, it is coming to an end this week. So it does look like it's wrapping up. So there's the good news. There's the silver lining for you. And it is being clarified with justice. So this is like when this ends, it's going to bring balance and harmony back into your life. For some of you, if you've been struggling with a legal situation, it does look like it's resolving this week and coming to a conclusion. Do know that the decision and final decision is going to be fair. Okay, it's not necessarily that I'm not saying you're losing, I'm not saying you're winning, I'm just saying that it's going to be fair and just when we see justice here. But it does look like there's balance coming back into your life, and things are going to pick up a little bit. So I don't know what's been difficult and what's been challenging, but maybe these cards will give us some insight. Okay, you have the Five of Cups and you have the Five of Pentacles. So this is loss and disappointment, even a little bit of mourning and regret here. And this feeling like you've been left out, and even possibly your finances have been impacted. So whatever's been going on, might be finding that it's taken a bit of a toll on you emotionally, but also financially as well. And it's created a little bit of hardship in both of those areas for you. Your angel therapy card says the base chakra. So this says choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, your career, and your finances, as your words determine your outcomes. So it looks like it is a turning point for you this week, a big turning point for you. Things are being resolved, difficulties are being overcome, or, finally getting some closure on some challenging, difficult things. And it does look like it's a turning point for you to kind of have a more optimistic outlook, because things have been difficult and challenging in some area of your life. This isn't giving me clarity on whether or not this is your home life or your finances. For many of you, I think whatever it is having a financial impact on you to some degree with that Five of Pentacles there. And now let's see what we have in our Strengths card. Okay. So you have the Seven of Swords. So I think some of these challenges that has been happening is either you've been swindled in some kind of way, like bamboozled by someone, right? Where they haven't been what they appeared to be, or they didn't what they presented themselves to be. They may have conned you in some kind of way, whether or not that was emotionally or that was financially. They could have been like cheating you out of things, and with that Seven of Swords, because this is theft, betrayal. It could even be someone trying to tarnish your reputation for some of you. But you do have being clarified by the Page of Pentacles, because remember, this is in your Strengths card, what you can do here. And it does look like things are going to be picking up for you. Any financial setbacks that you have had and experienced recently because of this situation, it does look like with the Page of Pentacles, that's going to be turning around. Your financial situation can improve with that hard work, and even your reputation. If someone has tarnished your reputation, that can improve, because people see the way you are. They see your work ethic. They see who you are. And that in the end is what's winning out for you. Okay, it's that your hard work, your determination, if I could speak, your perseverance. These qualities people see in you. They see you as someone who is stable and secure and someone that they can rely on. And so these have actually helped you out with this situation. Your final outcome cards. You move from the Page of Pentacles into the Knight of Pentacles. So we've gone from a stage of beginning into a stage of action, and that's your final outcome. And so it does look like action, that you can now move forward. Whatever has been keeping you kind of stuck, pinned down with that Ten of Swords energy, you are now able to clear that out and move forward by the end of the week. So I do like seeing that. And again, rebuilding your reputation, if that's what they were attacking. If there was something related to your home and family life, you're able to now rebuild that, work on that again. Or if this is career, this is now, pushing forward with your career and moving up. But whatever it is, it's a final decision, coming to final closure here with Judgment, and it's putting you back on track. It's almost like all this difficulty and all this challenge had to happen to put you back on track to your purpose and to like refinding yourself. And now we're going to look at your animal speak rune, and you have the vulture. Of course you do. This represents cleansing. The vultures, they eat and clean up the environment from dead carrion, right? Like that's what they do. They clean the environment and rid it of dead animals, and of doing that also potential diseases and things like that can fester. And so this is what you're going through right now, is this cleansing period. And I'm sorry you're going through any challenges, but it's almost like it was necessary to happen for this cleansing moment. And please comment below. I'd love to hear how this is playing out for you. And if this is only giving you a partial piece of the picture, make sure you check out your moon and your rising sign as well, because that will give you extra layers for more clarity. And then you have the sailboat charm, and this says smooth sailing. So yeah, I think once this energy is cleared out, and after this week, things are going to be a lot smoother than they have been for you. So I do like seeing that for you. Now we're going to turn over the oracle card, and you have the dragonfly spirit. What a lovely card. It's quite beautiful as well. And this is change. And yeah, this is kind of what the purpose of all this was, is you are going through some changes right now. And it's just learning to kind of ride the rest of the wave right until you get into that smooth sailing, like the little boat over here. So yeah, that's really what's going on with you. And then our angel number card, you have 1331, which is change. And it says encouragement, support. These are just keywords associated with it. Obstacle, battle, calling, restructuring, and creative work. And it states that you are going to level up. So that's what all this change was essentially about. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. This is the why you've been looking, for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line for you. So a nice message for you. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, and I will see you next week. Take care. If you are one of my water babies, so if you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, then this reading here is for you. So these cards up here represent the energy of your week. These are challenges and obstacles for the week. This is your source of strength and how you can overcome those challenges and obstacles. These are final outcome cards. I have pulled a card plus a clarifier for each card. I also have some oracle cards here and then the animal speak rune and a charm. So let's get into your reading. So the energy for your week here. Okay, so you have the Two of Swords. So this is a week where you're making a decision, a choice. You're not sure on what kind of direction to go in. Or you might even need to make a compromise. And it does look like you are seeking advice from someone, a guru, someone that you trust, someone that has experience or knowledge in the area of what it is that you're thinking of doing or making a decision and choice on how to move forward in some area of your life. Let's see if the challenges can give us a little more insight into what kind of area of life this is for you. And we have, okay, we have the Three of Pentacles and we have the Four of Wands. So this is you looking, collaborating and working with other people, teamwork, coming together with others. And then you also have the Four of Wands, which is another card of coming together, but it's community. It's usually celebrations, things like weddings. When you see the Hierophant and you see the Four of Wands together, this can, for some of you, I'm just going to throw this out there, this can represent a wedding of sorts. So some of this decision could be in deciding if you are with the one that you want to be with for the rest of your life. It could be something like that. But for others of you, this could just be building stability in your networks, in your work environment. Let's see how you can overcome. Now, this is in the area of challenges. So it almost looks like it's you are looking to, and I feel for many of you, this is about a relationship of sorts, that you are just looking to possibly take that next step, that next stage, and that's kind of what the conflict is. There could be some fear there going on with this, and you know, anxiety, nerves, and yeah. So I do feel like for some of you, this could represent some kind of you're thinking of popping the question. Okay, so your card here for your angel therapy card is integrity. So this is aligning your actions so they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. So if this is about relationships and you are thinking about taking that next step, and so this is where the challenge could be too, is that next step for some people could be buying a house, moving in together, things like that. And that's a big step for some people, especially for young couples where you know, this is your first time around, right? You've been living with your parents and now you're deciding whether or not you're going to, you know, take that leap of faith and move in with someone, or even like pop that question, right? And that can create a lot of fear and is this right? And doubt and confusion. So I do feel like that is where that challenge can lie. But for others of you where this is more work related, this is looking, the challenge is you're trying to find stability in the workforce. And with this being here, that Three of Pentacles, this is indicating that you need to network more. You need to tap into the people that you know to help you find a job. Or if you're in a job already, but you're looking for that next career step, it's reaching out to your network system and the people that you know, and relying on those people. And that's where that, you know, Hierophant, that guru person, do you have a mentor in the workforce that you can talk this through with, your next course of action or next steps? And for some of you, it might even be doing some night school classes to level up a little bit here. But whatever it is, it's that knowingness of what's right for you and making sure that you're aligning your choices and decisions with what you know is right in your heart, and you'll feel it in your body. Now, your strengths here, what you have, Okay, you have the Wheel of Fortune, so things are turning around for you. The universe is on your side. It's got your back. Wheel of Fortune can represent luck, but also it's almost that turning point. Like if things are going great, eventually that wheel spins, that wheel of karma spins, and it gets to the point where, you know, the good things that were happening, we all experience winter, right? That time of summer and abundance is over and we have winter. But if we're in the period of winter, then that wheel spins and eventually that summer comes around and we have a period of abundance. So in this case, what I'm seeing is that, you know, if you've been having I see it with you making a decision of sorts, because we're tying it back to these first two cards, that this confusion, this uncertainty about what direction do I take, what is it that I want to do, and having that clarity. So you're in that murkiness right now. That wheel is going to spin and that clarity is going to come. And I do really feel like for many of you, this is about your relationships and family, because you have the Ten of Cups and it's clarity with your long-term goals of that happy home, happy life. Because this is the happy home card. This is that happily ever after card with the Ten of Cups clarifying it. Now our final outcome card, let's see what that is. And you have nice, you have the party card. You have the Three of Cups, people coming and celebrating you. This is a card of celebration and coming together with friends. And you have the Star, and that's having faith, renewed hope and faith. So again, I do feel like many of you, this is about your personal life, not about work so much, and just is making decisions on creating more stability in your personal life and with even a partner here. And for many of you, it looks like celebrations are on the horizon. So I love this energy for you. Comment below. Please let me know how this is playing out and what area of life this is for you. I'd love to hear all about it. And yeah, let's see how that's playing out for you. Now, your animals speak rune. You have, of course you do, you have mating, which is relationships. So yeah, and this just kind of reaffirms that for many of you, this is about your relationships. And for those of you where it's not about a sexual relationship, a partnered relationship, this can even just be close friends, like platonic relationships, your best friend, family members, that kind of an energy as well. But it does look like that this is for many of you, and whatever decision this is, it's in the area of your relationships. And there's this need and desire to build stability in that. And it's making those decisions going forward on how do I create that and what is the next stage, next step. Now, for your charm here, you have the squirrel, and this says go nuts. So whatever it is, just go for it, go nuts. Have fun with this week. And now we're going to look at your oracle cards. And you have the Maple Spirit. That's such a beautiful card. And this is generosity. Open your heart. Open your heart to not only generosity isn't just about giving, but it's also being open to receiving as well. Because life is all about reciprocity, right? When you give, you receive as well. So just and letting that loop and that cycle complete. So I like that for you as well. Now we're going to finish up with your angel number. And you have 7777, and this is commitment. So wealth, empathy, these are keywords. Promises, commitment, affection, auspicious outcomes. And it says that you will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps towards achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. So again, comment below. I'd love to hear how this is playing out for you this week, and I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you found value in this week's video. If you enjoyed the reading, found it fun, informative, or both, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified when the next weekly, monthly, and tarot talk videos are posted. See you next week. Take care.